Hi everyone, happy new month. We have 12,000 subscribers now. Thank you so much for believing in Jibbyfemforte. It's such a privilege to serve you in this season, and I need you to know that I love you all. And today I'm going to be sharing with you how I create this beautiful piece of heel from every point and from every point. And guess what I am going to be using a shankless insole. Yes, you do not need a shank for this, and all things have been put together. I'm sure you want to know how this is done. Sit back and I'm gonna be right there. Please, I don't know how to cut patterns, and when I take orders online, even the ones around me, I'm always finding it very difficult to actually last perfectly to fit their leg. Even sometimes I find out that the template I use becomes longer than their foot or shorter than their foot. Please help me. What do I do now? The August weekend class has been arranged in such a way that we are going to be basically looking at how to measure the feet, how to last properly, how to choose your shoe last when you are buying them. Yes, how to choose the right shoe last for the right sizes, how to do your experiment to ascertain the shoe last you bought is perfect for the size that you actually bought it for. This and a lot more is what we're going to be doing in the August weekend class. Now, this is my way of helping you, so go ahead and register. The class is starting 4th of August. Yes, it's starting 4th. It's just Fridays and Saturdays with a commitment fee of 1,500 naira. This is my way of helping you. Please, you don't have to come to my DM asking me for help about pattern cutting. Of course, definitely my weekend class, we must do pattern cutting is by force, because I know that there are a lot of challenges attached to cutting a perfect pattern. If you find yourself in this situation, please go ahead and register right now. So the shankless insole definitely come with what we have here. You have your outer sole, you have your EVA foam, you have the part that this is actually a template for cutting out your leather. You have the one you're going to be using to cut out the cushion. Now I am going to go ahead and cut every part that we need out using this template. Of course, this is for the leather. I'm going to be using for the leather. I'm going to be using this for the 2mm EVA foam. I'm also going to be using this for the 2mm EVA foam, and I'm going to be using this as my outer sole, which is for the Nora sheet. This is going to be my Nora sheet. So I'm going to be using 3mm Nora. Please, between 3 to 4mm is fine. Yeah, it's fine. So let me go ahead and begin to cut all that we need for this particular shankless heel that we're going to be creating today. All right, all we are just going to do right now is place the template on our sew sheet. So it depends on the kind of sew sheet you are using. Ensure you turn it over before you cut the other one, so that you don't make mistake of cutting the same leg. So the template that comes with this shankless insole, by the time you are actually cutting it out, make sure that you cut exactly on the outline. You can see me trying as much as possible to cut exactly on the outline. With this, you are not going to do a lot of work trying to trim or trying to finish the edges, which means that even if you don't have a grinding machine, your sandpaper will be able to do a perfect job for you. So just follow the outline on the template while you are cutting it out, and that's all you need. Now for our cushion, the EVA foam, I'm just going to turn it over and cut. So after that, we need to go ahead and place our EVA foam, which was what I just finished cutting now. You understand? When they are dry, place on it and just trim it out. Yes, that place, make sure it bevels with the surface of the inner part of your shankless insole. I know somebody's wondering, are you for real? I'm for real. So you can see me using my sandpaper to actually finish the edges. Don't think if you don't have a grinding machine, you can use this. You can outrightly do this without a grinding machine. You can see me using my sandpaper to thoroughly finish the edges here. Just take your time to do all of that while you check it at the back of your shankless insole, just to ascertain that it's already a perfect fit. So I'm sure you're already enjoying this video. Please like this video, ensure you subscribe to my channel
If you haven't subscribed, I would love to hear from you. What have you learned from this video? Where are you watching me from? How many of my videos do you have on your phone or you have watched before? Now we have to go ahead and measure the side of our shankless insole, which is 17, and 17 is about 43 centimeter. Now let's look at the width that we need. This is about 3 centimeters, so we need 43 by 3 centimeter. Alright, I've already cut out the front part, which the leather for the front part as well as the side, since we already know it. So I'm taking my time to apply the contact cement adhesive all around it. So of course I'm going to be placing the toe part leather first before placing the second one. Ensure you check. Please don't cut the same leg. You can see this is not fitting it. Make sure you pick the second one and check. You understand? You'll find out that there is a mark on all of the parts to know where the center and the sides are. It comes with your pattern template. So let me know what size you would love to order. If you are in any part of the country, of course I will be shipping down to you. And if you're in Nigeria and you would love to also get this, please let me know. I will send them to you. Just take your time when it comes to the wrapping. Please take your time to wrap all those edges and you will have a beautiful look. I've done a lot of video on how to wrap, and I believe that should not be a problem. If you don't know how to wrap or you're finding it difficult, please let me know in the comment section. I will be right there to receive your questions and to receive your orders. So I'm trying to use my scissors to just tidy up the pleats that I have at those corners. The next part is, of course, I'm going to be positioning the side. You know, we measured the side. It was 17 inches, which is equivalent to 43 centimeter by 3 centimeter width. And that's what I have right there. So I'm just systematically positioning it by the side. Now that I've already positioned it by the side, you see this part, you need to be very careful. Where it will stop is solely determined by the kind of design you are creating. Please don't try to stop where the front leather pattern stopped, because you may find out that the style you are creating is a tiny strap and it goes, you know, towards the heel part more. So you have to be very careful so that that place will not be open. You can see me trying to slit that part just for it to stay down. Make sure you use your hand to press the edges so that they will be smooth and they will be looking very neat and beautiful. Honestly, you are going to beautifully love this. I want you to know that if you have been creating probably just one kind of heel or two in a day, with this particular shankless heel, you can create as much as 4. It depends solely on the kind of design you are creating on it. Actually, if it is something like what I'm doing, trust me, you can create 3 or 4 of these in a day. So the shankless insole is actually 1,000 naira. Like I said, it comes with all the templates. All you need to do is place and use. That's why I said you should be able to create 3 or 4 pairs in a day. Yes, so that's the shankless insole is 1,000 naira. So if you're not in Nigeria and you would love to know what the equivalent of that is, please let me know. Of course, variation here and there, so I just want you to let me know and I will guide you on them how to pay and what the equivalent is in dollar. This is so beautiful. You can't imagine how much I love this footwear. In short, it's so beautiful and cute. So also we have the heel. The heel also is available. If you want to make an order, you can go ahead. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I wouldn't know why you will watch something cute like this and not subscribe.
All right, so if you don't have a shoe last and you want to go ahead and last this, of course you're going to be placing your heel right there. That's very important. Make sure you place your heel down there. Now, what makes the shankless insole, unique is the fact that you have the opening for the screw already. And then the heel also come with an opening. Yes, if you are ordering the shankless insole and the heel from us, we have already drilled the heel for you. We have drilled the heel and it comes with screw. So all you need to do, of course, I will be showing you in the video how we're going to be screwing it down and nothing more. You understand? So before I go ahead and last, I'm going to make sure that I first of all, place this here and put it right down. Now, this you can only do if it is yours or your customer use the same size with you. You understand? So you place your leg uniquely like this on top of it. And then because I'm going to be using this kind of cord, I am going to be showing you the trick I'm going to be using for the side, knowing fully well that this is always very thick. I am going to open it up. For me, that is what I do, and that's what I'll be doing, because if you put this under, it will be very thick. So what I am doing, or I am going to do, or I always do, is try to open up this side a bit. I'm going to open it up for like about 1 inch inwards. You see the way I just opened that side. I'm going to cut off this particular foam that is inside it. Can you see me cutting off the foam? So what am I going to do? I'm going to seal it right there. So this point now, if you look at it, you'll find out that this is outrightly flat. You can see it's flat. It's not as thick as this side. So when I want to last, I go this way. Like I let it go this way. So that part that is flat is where I'm going to place, that's where I'm going to place my, as in this side is the part that will be going under. So I'm going to place it under, ensuring that, of course, it grabs my smallest toe, then bring it this way. Now, like I said, you can do this if the footwear is yours, you understand. That's the only thing. So now that I am placing it this way, if I'm okay with the way it is like this, of course, I'll measure like 1 inch extra. You understand, I'll be going at the back. So what I do, I'm just going to go ahead and then, let's say, use this side. You understand, knowing fully well that it will still go down. So if you leave it like this without opening it like I just did for this side, it will be too bulky and difficult to actually place your outer sole. So what will I do now? I'm going to also open that place up a little bit. I'm just going to mark where I'm going to be stopping. So what do? I open that side up a little bit also. So you can see what I have. So with this, I'm good to go with that particular side. Now consider the back part before you finalize on where to position this. Don't forget, we still have our heel, and I am trying to make sure that my foot is on that heel so that it can give, you know, the shape it will form is exactly what it will look like when you are wearing it. So with this, I can go ahead and just apply my gum and hold that down. Now for this side, I'm going to also do the same thing. Move it this way and move it downward. So I'm just trying to let you know that you can definitely create this at the comfort of your home without any stress attached to it. All you need to do is follow the same principle. And if you have a heel shoe last, you can go ahead and use your heel shoe last. Yes, this is something you can do if you're going to be working, as in using this for your customer. I'm going to suggest that if you don't know how to use your leg to actually last different sizes, please go and join the weekend August class, the August weekend class. We're going to be starting on Friday. Go and join the class, please. Let me show you how you can do all those things. Use your leg to actually create heels such as this. Of course, you may not be able to use all designs, but I will teach you how you can actually use your leg. It's going to be a lot of fun in that weekend class. Go and join. It's just $3. Yes, and that's about 1,500 now. Please go and join. Go and join. And don't come and tell me you don't know, hey, if I buy the heel, I don't have shoe last. Even if you don't have shoe last, you can start with your feet. Start with your sizes. Then through the class, you'll be able to know how to create a size that is a bit bigger than your own and a bit smaller than your own. You understand? So go and register for the class. If you are interested, please let me know in the comment section. Please don't just watch this video. Don't just go and download it, because at the end of the day, you find out that what you need is right actually inside it. So if you have a shoe last, you can decide to use your heel shoe last. So I'm teaching you this not because I don't have a shoe last. Of course, I have heel shoe last. So please, if you do not have, you can use your foot this way, and I'll be showing you different other ways you can use your foot to last the size that is not yours, and it will still perfectly fit them. Yes, when I say perfectly fit them, I meant it will perfectly fit them. So you can use your shoe last, like I said. So with this now, I can just go ahead and do the same thing. Don't you see this? Can't you see how beautiful it is? And I'm going to just apply my gum right away, and then two of them will be there like that. So I know somebody will be wondering, so how will I do this? Now that you have positioned the front, let me show you what to do. Hold it down this way. You can remove your heel, then go this way and remove. You see this one is placing uniquely placing itself. Then apply your gum here, apply your gum as well here, and put it down there. Now I would suggest that you should use glue. Yes, I would suggest that you can use this kind of shoe glue for this side so that it can stay perfectly well. You can use this particular type of glue. And if you feel like removing all the stone, yes, you can remove them one after the other. It may be tedious, but you can, if you heat it, you can remove them one after the other. You can just use your lighter to heat it and peel them off so that, of course, the stone too will not hinder the seamless bottoming process. You understand? So with this, you can do this side. You do this on this other side, you're of course going to do the same thing. And at the end of the day, I'm sure you will love what you're going to see. All right, now that we have fully last all of this, what we are going to be doing now is to go ahead and bottom. Of course, we have to bottom first before we attach our heel. Our heel is going to be outside. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this side off. I think I'm carrying the wrong sole. So we're going to place this here. You can see that I've tried to, grind those sides. I've tried to grind all this for proper bonding while I am going to be bottoming. Now this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to be using my transparent gum for this. That's what I'm going to be using. Now some people, I know somebody's already asking me, can I use this one? Yes, you can. Just ensure that you apply properly. And when I mean properly, apply once on the two sides, allow it to dry, let it stay for like an hour before you apply all over it again. Then after 10 or 15 minutes, you can then go ahead and then bottom. Now another thing I need you to know is I don't want to leave this particular side this way, so I'm going to be covering it. If you have fiber, you can use to cover, you understand, or of course, or you can actually use a leather. I have worked with using leather and I find out that it works properly. Now one of the reasons is because my leather, my rubber sheet, and this particular leather or this particular material will stay perfectly, bond perfectly well. This will bond perfectly well with this particular shankless insole. Why this will bond perfectly with this? So it helps me to achieve a more durable lasting or cementing process. So that's why I'm not going to be using this. So this is actually very light. I actually took this, it's also a kind of leather material actually. So I'm just going to cut it out. How did I cut this? I just place my sole right there, you understand, and cut it out. Of course, I'm going to trim and show you what I'm going to be doing to it for it to perfectly fit what I need it for right here. Now, after cutting it out, this is what it looks like. So what am I going to do? I'm going to ensure that it's just in here, probably covering up this part and then all around in here. So what do? I'm just going to reduce it all around. So it depends on you how you want to do that. You can do it in so many ways. For me, I can just go this way and then I'll be able to reduce all around. I just want it to be quite small. I know somebody's wondering, what am I doing? If you look at me very well, you'll see what I'm doing. Can you see the way I position my finger and the pen? So right, you can see what it now looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and apply my contact cement adhesive, which is this, on the two surfaces, and I'm going to place it right on top of it. So after that, I can then go ahead and apply my PU gum, which is also known as chemical gum here in Nigeria, on the two surface, heat it, and then go ahead and bond the two surfaces together. So for your side lining, you are still going to be cutting it out of this particular heel. Now you have to definitely consider the position of your upper to know where your socks lining should stop. So if you look at it, you find a way that I've already cut it in such a way that all you need to do is just to place it there and check where your upper ends. Where it ends, move a little bit downward, like 0.5 to 1 centimeter downwards. So in case your upper stops here, So it means you move 1 centimeter downwards on this side, 1 centimeter downwards on this side to know where your socks lining should start from. So let me quickly show you what I cut out for this particular one. Now you can see what my socks lining looks like. You understand? So wherever your upper stops, that is the sole determinant. Now for this one, let me put this so that you can see what it looks like. So you can see that I make sure that it's not exceeding where this starts from. Now, so many people have asked me, how do I know what to use as socks lining? Now, socks lining can actually be the same leather you use, is your choice, but I love to use shades of nude for my socks lining because any shade of nude is what I use particularly for mine, because I find out that it goes with so many colors. You can see what this shade of nude look like. So it's not like there's one special leather that is used for your socks lining. So I need you to really understand that. So you can see what this looks like.
So what happened was that after I've done, of course, place that, I have applied my PU gum on top of my inner sole and my outer sole. I've heated it, and I just want to show you how I'm going to be bonding them together. So I took my time to press all of the edges just to keep them in place. That is very important. It's quite hot. I'm just trying to make sure that I press it. It's really very hot, and you can see that every part is closing where you can see all this part, and it's because I've tried to reduce the bulkiness of all those sides. So isn't this lovely? It's so lovely. I love it.
So I'm just going to try to use something to make sure this place, opens through, so that by the time I pick up my screw, I put inside. Now I'm going to be using my screwdriver to screw it down like I said. Of course, I'm going to be positioning this here. It's going to be entering in between that place. Like I said, all our heels, it has already been screwed. You understand? We have drilled it. So I'm trying to put it in like that. You can see it's coming out. So I'm going to put it right in there and begin to position it. So you keep screwing. Please ensure you are checking it and make sure it's aligned properly, because that's very important. It has to align so that it will not be like this and you finish it and find out that it's not staying properly. So be checking it. I think my positioning here too. You have to keep checking, like I said. You have to keep checking. Make sure that it's standing properly well. It's very important. You can see it's not something that is shaking anymore. So with this, you can see the way it's sitting down comfortably. It's not shaking. So when I tell you about this heel, this shankless heel, I meant it. So with this now, what we need to do is just to go ahead and pick up our socks lining. Our cushion, this one is actually a bit big. It comes with it as well. I'm going to be putting this as well. The template for this also is part of what I will be sending to you when you order for the shankless heel insole as well as the heel. So it comes with the screw as well. I come with screw. So all you need to get is a screwdriver to go ahead and then screw it down just like you saw me, do just now. So what am I doing next? I'm going to be applying my contact cement adhesive on the two surfaces just to hold this down. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and then place my socks lining. Now I've customized my socks lining. I don't know if you can see it. You can see Jibbyfemforte. So I have already done that. So, and I'm going to go ahead and also do this, and hula. My heel is ready. I'm sure you can see what it looks like. This is so cute and beautiful. The amazing thing is that no shaking. You can see it's so cute and beautiful. It's so cute and beautiful. Wow. I love what I'm saying. So let me just go ahead and do all of that and show you what it finally looks like. You can see what this looks like. This is so cute. Now you can see what I finally have after screen and putting all of this. So don't forget that I said, of course, in the month of August, in the weekend class, we are particularly going to be dealing with lacing, how to choose, shoe last selection, how to choose your shoe last, and how to ensure that you have a perfect fit for your footwear. Of course, pattern cutting will also be included. If you need this shankless insole or you need the heel alongside, please let me know as well in the comment section, or use the number on the screen to just contact me and I will guide you on how to go about it. Trust me, to any country, to any side of Nigeria, we will be shipping down to you at a very cheap cost. Yes, so just let me know where and how you want it, and then we are going to be good to go. Thank you for joining me today, and I still remain your most wealthy shoemaking made easy tutor, Odurole Mojibola. I'm going to see you next time. Bye.